At the controls of the plane you see flying towards us is Mrs. Zaddie Bunker of Palm Springs, California. America's only flying great-grandmother. A wonderful lady, 71 years of age, who flies her own airplane all over the USA.
It was the evening of February 25th, 1959, when TV host Ralph Edwards introduced television viewers to an elderly woman who could fly a plane. On that night, the rest of America would find out something that the citizens of Palm Springs already knew. Zaddie Bunker was truly extraordinary.
We want to tell all about you, Ms. Bunker. You've had flying thrills galore. You've been in international air races. You've met the Queen of England, and that's only a starter. Are you game to relive it with us?
Well, I would try.
Originally from Missouri, she, her husband Ed, and their daughter Frances came to Southern California during the beginning of the 20th century. They first came to Hemet to try their hand at potato farming, but due to inclement weather, their crops were destroyed and they lost all their money. So, in 1913, Zaddie, Ed, and Frances would pack up their Maxwell motor car and embark on a new adventure.
Her sister loaned her money to come to Palm Springs. The highway was just being paved from Banning to Indio. So, Zaddie Bunker and her husband took correspondence courses to learn how to fix automobiles.
She lived in Section 14 in a canvas tent for a year. Out of the founding 5 women, she was the only one to live in Section 14.
While they continued to study auto mechanics, Ed would retain a steady income while working as a blacksmith. Zaddie would use her makeshift pickup truck to drive tourists as far as the Salton Sea and back. She was, in fact, the first woman in California to be issued a chauffeur's license. Soon, the Bunkers would construct a structure out of sheet iron. They called it Bunker's Garage. This would be Palm Springs' first automotive service center. It was built here on Palm Canyon Drive, what was then Main Street, and Andreas Road. There were only 3 cars in the city at that time, believe it or not. But Zaddie was insistent that the new highway would bring business. She wasn't wrong.
And then she started buying property. And she bought a lot of property, especially on North Palm Canyon.
As the city grew, the land that Zaddie owned became quite profitable.
Garage eventually turned into garage and hotel or housing. And then they put in the pharmacy, then they put in the Chi-Chi, and they also put in the movie theater there, the Village Theater.
The Chi-Chi Club was Palm Springs' premier nightclub, offering residents and tourists the opportunity to be entertained by such stars as Louis Armstrong, Liberace, and Jerry Lewis. But due to the racist policy of some innkeepers at the time, some performers were not made to feel as welcome.
Nat King Cole came into town, and there was no hotel that he could stay at. There was no place he could stay. And so the owner of the club let him stay at his house. I think Zaddie got wind of that, and so she built an apartment above the Chi-Chi where acts could stay that were, that were non-Gentiles.
Although she was a woman with an impressive list of accomplishments, it wasn't until her golden years when Zaddie would do the thing that she was most famous for, flying a plane. But it wouldn't happen without some resistance. Expressing concern for her safety, Zaddie's son-in-law, Plaza Theater owner Earl Strebe, attempted to foil her plans.
So he heard about it, and he went to the airport and told them not to let Zaddie solo. And so Zaddie would go there and just kind of get the runaround and was like, "What? This is garbage." So she ended up, I think, going to Riverside, and the guy there did not get in contact, or Earl did not have that long of a reach.
We were genuinely concerned about her welfare, but we didn't realize how much you wanted to fly. She really told us off.
No.
She said, "I'll show you, sonny boy. I wasn't made of chicken livers."
So at 65 years old, Zaddie Bunker became known to the world as Palm Springs' flying grandmother.
She didn't just pick up and fly, she started racing. She was in races from, I think, Tennessee to Cuba. She was, then she was asked by the governor of the state of California to promote California and Palm Springs. And so she flew around the country promoting Palm Springs.
But as far as Zaddie Bunker was concerned, reaching the sky was only the beginning.
And she had wanted to be an astronaut at the end, and she was going and taking classes.
And she actually applied to the Apollo 11 mission and was taken seriously enough that they responded to her because, you know, the Air Force did invite her. Chuck Yeager, and This Is Your Life, invited her to be the first woman to break the sound barrier.
She was the co-pilot on a Super Sabre jet that broke the sound barrier.
Zaddie Bunker passed away in 1969, 1 week shy of her 82nd birthday. Her great-grandson, John, remembers her as being a force of nature.
I had a friend of mine, and he was like, so was your grandmother, like, you know, did she bake you cookies and stuff? And I was like, no. No. She was very close to her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren, but she, you know, had things to do.
For Our Desert Past, Steve Sumrall, NBC Palm Springs, News First.